Good morning, welcome to the beautiful Paarl Dam. This morning we're a bit of a method feeder fishing, but we got a bit of a test going on as well. So I did a bit of homework on the when you clip up your line and you hook a big fish, how to unclip quickly. And I came across guys using a rubber band instead of using the line clip on the reel itself. So this is what we're going to use. With a small rubber band, elastic, whatever you want to call it, that goes around the spool, and that just clips in instead of your line clip. So I'm going to test it today. I've got this one out already. um, it did the clip nicely. So this rod we're fishing in about 90 meters. This one's probably at about 50 meters. Very shallow. And then yeah, we'll see, we'll play around with it. We've had quite a bit of success at this dam, so let's see, let's give it a bash. So on this lovely Friday morning, we've got a nice big method feeder that we're going to chuck in here. Put a lot of bait out here. Um, there is the impression that you need to go smaller here, especially midwinter. We're coming to the end of winter now, so I just want to see if I scale it up a bit, if I can build a feeding spot a little bit quicker. Let's see. So here I've got a vampire soft float garlic. It's a very potent garlic smell. Magic baits again. I just like their products. It just works. There's no fuss about it. It just works. So I use what works. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just use what works. And I've had a lot of success here with magic bait, so that's what I'm sticking with. The main purpose of the bigger method feeder is just to get more bait out there. That's all I want to do. Get more feed out there. In the winter, I fish fine, very fine. In the summer, I scale it up. Especially a dam like this, if you can build a proper feeding spot, then you are sorted. So here's the method feeder, loaded. There's the garlic swivel, garlic floaty, soft floaty. So it's going to stand up. It's not going to go all the way here. It's a very short hook line as well. So now I'm going to do banana, banjo, right in the front. We know banana works here from previous experiences. And I'm going to go with the secret sauce, the rascal, just a little bit, not too much, because I haven't actually had a bite yet. This has probably been in for half an hour, and then everything gets coated in chop chop. And just to make my chances a little bit better, fairy dust, just to, so the fairy dust basically cakes your dips on it, so it just literally stays on there. And if you know, you know what fairy dust is. There you go. So there, that's a presentation. So last time I was here, I cut my hand, I cut my finger quite badly. So I got a little finger lappy thing that I cast with, but I struggled to put bait on with it. So I'm just putting it on when I cast. So it's been very quiet so far, not even a bite. So I've made myself a little bit of a custard dough. Yeah, I forgot my doughs at home. As you can remember, the previous time I brought pre-made doughs, so I forgot them at home. So I stopped at the shop, got me some custard powder, got me some flour, and just water. And I've got a little bit of a sweetener in my toolbox, so I use that instead of sugar. And but the custard's got more than enough sugar in it, or sweetness in it. It is a nice dough. I just leave it in the custard powder. I don't really have anywhere else to put it, so that's why it goes into custard powder. So we're going to try garlic, the vampire garlic now, with the custard dough. Get it in. I'm not going to put the fairy dust on the method feeder now this time, because I've had forecasts. The rods stay in the water for about 10 minutes and then I get it out. So if there's nothing, then we rebait and we try again. So let's see what we do here. Okay, so on there now the supercars garlic with FX just to see if we can get something happening. So that rod is still at between 90 and 92 because I've put my distance meter on there. I got 90 the one time and 92 the other time. So it's in that 2 meter mark. So we need to get more bait into that area. The hooks are not coming back clean. So it just means there's no fish there. So it's either the distance, the depth, or the wrong bait. So we're going to figure that out soon. I'm going to try this. If this doesn't work, I'm going to change the distance and see if we can get anything at a different distance. It's a very soft dough. Got the geese easing at me here as well. So that's interesting. So let's say. So every time I've come here, custard dough has worked really well for me. So that's why that's my go-to. If it doesn't happen, then that's my go-to. I'm going through feed quite a bit today with these bigger feeders and no bites. So hopefully you can pull the fish into those areas. There we go. There's the presentation. There's the little dough. There's the floaty, garlic oozing floaty on the ball itself. I'm going to keep it simple this time around. Just chop chop, nothing else. Quite a bit actually. And then we'll stitch it. So as you can notice here as well, testing out a casting cannon. First cast was brilliant, so let's see the second one. So I've changed size presentation. Let me just get around here so I can show you. So I've gone from that, which is a 60 gram, just a lot bigger feeder, to this, which is a 50 gram, just a lot smaller presentation. So I had maybe one bite this morning, but it didn't actually take the hook. And it's the same hook length I've used, not the same one, but the same style of hook length I've used in each and every time we've fished here. So I'm changing the presentation, just a lot smaller. Let's see if finer, smaller works today. Obviously, this is scaring them off or doing something. Let's see. I've tried, yes, nearly every flavor in my tackle box, and it hasn't done anything. So I'm going to go on this one straight up, banana. You see, that's what happens. It just picks it up and lets it go. It's like it's not actually hooking. And the hooks are still sharp. These brand new hooks. Hook links I built the previous time we were here. I built it here while we are standing here. So just get this a little bit wet. So my toe is drying out quickly here. I've put it in a little baggie, but it doesn't make a difference, it seems. I've put it in a tub with my fairy dust, and obviously that's drying it out. Let's see. So I'm not going to put this in the method itself. I'm going to let it hang loose. I might just actually push it into the top, but it's going to come off on casting. So far in the winter, I've used a smaller presentation and it's worked. It doesn't feel winter out here, but obviously the water is still a little bit cold. So let's see if that is the thing. So same hook bait, banana with a custard dough. Same hook bait. There's nothing new. And then just chop chop on it. and a little bit of this rascal sauce. We know it works. Okay, let's get this out here and see what it does. So I've clipped up at a different distance as well. Um, I've checked where the fish is jumping, and the previous cast was on there, so I just clipped up there. Same clip up method, still the rubber band. So there's the bait presentation. I think that will work. Still getting used to this thing. Casting cannon. So let's see. It works. It works well actually. So we just had a bite here. I think it's still there. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. So I'm gonna turn you guys a little bit so you can see. Let's see. So I've got the other rod out just to rebait, try something different. Let's see. Ah, it's better than those really small ones, but we got it. Fish is a fish at the end of the day. There we go. In the net, let's get the feeder in the net as well. Oh, nice. Half a kilo unhooked itself. So again, fish is a fish. It's closing its eyes, so it's a bit relaxed. Have a look there. Very nice, very nice. I'll take that all day, every day. Back to me POV. So it was the rod that did not actually get the distance I wanted. But okay, it worked for us. And then on it was, guess what it was? PB, pineapple and banana, magic baits. The stuff is magic, bro. Magic, magic, magic all the way. Magic bait, aniseed, and if you watch my videos, you know, secret weapon, banana essence. That is what worked there. So let's stick to that. So this other one, I was busy preparing it when I got a bite. So on here, I've got banana, magic bait, has been from Cape Carp. It's a very fruity flavor. So yeah, let's get it in. I had FX on, but it didn't work. But it's still here, so I might get it in there a little bit later. But we'll see. For now, I'm just weighing down the hook because I'm not adding a dough on it. So I've got a tungsten putty on the hook link itself just to weigh it down. So far that has worked because I think the fish is not feeding on the bottom, but oh sorry, it is feeding, or they are feeding on the bottom. They're not feeding a little bit higher like they normally do in the water column. So they're feeding on the ground. Guys, we've got a nice run here. Let's see if it's still on. So this is the deeper rod, the 90-meter rod that's gone quiet. So this is that rod. There's my leader. So I'm what, 3 meters away from it now. This is why we do this. This is the biggest carp I've caught here in years, actually. Still not big enough to get the scale out, but it's big. Big for this body of water. What is going on here? Okay, let's sort the fish out first. Beautiful. Paarl Dam carp. Beautiful. This you'll catch whole day, every day. Again, PB has been. Magic Baits PB. Cape Carp has been. Has just changed this day completely. I was thinking, shit, am I gonna blank on video here for the first time ever? But no, we managed to salvage it. I'm gonna show you how I bait up, what has now worked. There we go. So small bait presentation, same. So on the hook itself, PB, PB, just one float. So, this is a soft float. On the hook, there we go. And then to make sure this float doesn't sit too high in the water column, because we know now they're not feeding higher in the water column, they're feeding on the ground itself where the feed is laying. So the custard dough, it's a bit big, let's just put that there. Custard dough, just grab the hook point. This is a very soft dough. As soon as the fish bumps it, it will come off. There we go. Nice and neat bait presentation. And I chuck that into the fairy dust. And then in my method feeder itself, I'll go, this one has been a little bit of aniseed, not that much. And then, then my banana falls. I did just almond. I did banana as well, but I'm not going to do it now. And then just 3 sprays of chop chop. And then obviously my feed of choice. So it seems like it's working the way if I do it this way. In the past, I had days where this didn't work, where I had to put it loose on the board. So there we go. Before I put it in the fairy dust, just light coatings, just so that stays on there. My bait, I've basically done the same. Yeah, so I'm just gonna chuck it in there while I reel it up. How's it, guys? It's been a bit, but we got a bite, yeah. I'll tell you now what I did with the hook bait. So I changed up a little bit. I did something that I said earlier, it's going to change later on today. And that's exactly what happened. So I went away from the sweet and went completely very potent flavors. There still has been, the Cape Carp has been on the bull, but the hook bait I've changed completely. That is why we do it over water, guys. Otherwise, that would have been a dead fish now. So yeah, just looking after the fish as much as we can. So let me show you what I did. Give you a POV again. So I went back to garlic. Magic bait's the garlic. It's a bleeding float. Garlic with a PB. So I went a little bit with a sweet still. I forgot this right hand rod is where. No, I'm lying to you. I am lying to you. So I went garlic and monster carp, TCP strawberry. It's a small bleeding float. I had one in front of me. This is the first time I use it. I've never ever used it. And I just chucked it in the water in front here. It makes a pink red cloud. So that helped immediately. And then I've just got a little dough backing. Just wet this a little bit. This is just to stop the floats from picking this up completely like that. So I want it laying just there. So, and then I've gone away from putting the ball dip inside here. So I've gone back to put it on top. Just changing things throughout the day. Something doesn't work, change it. You're here for a good time. So in the fairy dust a little bit. And then on the ball itself has been. This has worked today. This has never worked for me. So this was brilliant. I did almond. And I did a little bit of banana. And then to cap it off, I got a bit of chop on there and fairy dust. So it's quite a bit that went into it. It goes into each and every one. But yeah, nice bait presentation, completely in the fairy dust as well. And let's see. So this is what I'm using. Cape Carp has been. It's a fruity flavor. TCP strawberry, magic bait, monster carp, and then the vampire garlic. It's a white oozing garlic float. Also a soft float. So there's three things on here that creates a cloud underneath the water for the fish. As a gents, we got another bite. Oh shit. Let's see if this one's on because we got a double here. Yeah, this one's on. Let's just tighten this one. Okay, let's catch this one first and we'll do the other one. The other one I've gone, I've just casted it in. So this is the same. TCP strawberry with a custard dough. Other one is garlic and PB with a custard dough. Oh, this guy is cool. Just untangle you, bro. All the hook sets today has been bottom lip. That's one of the big reasons why I changed to a method feeder from standard pop koi. It's literally because of how you hook the fish. There we go. That's a nice one. So the other one was double this size. One that just got away. But again, put them back nicely so we can come fish next week again.